Hello beautiful spirits, and I'm really excited to do this video because I've been asked so many times about this topic, and I know it's one of the fears that people have when they start changing their life, when they start moving away from the place they were at. So maybe because they want to heal their life. So we talk about healing, and I know it's not just like definitely not healing physically, but healing in the spiritual way. So people will talk about healing, but let's not get stuck in words here. So this is what happens when you are healing, when you are going into a different frequency, when you are changing your life. So people will say, let's just use the words people use. When people are changing their lives, when they're moving away from that place, and suddenly friends, family members, they're not there anymore. They don't like it. They like disappear, or they resist, or they criticize them, or they stop them. They want to stop them from changing. What happens? And this is very real. So I want to explain to you why it happens, and really why you really don't need to worry about this. So what happens is that we are vibrating. It's like we are energy. Okay. We are energy, and our vibration is creating the world around us. So we are powerful creators, really. Our energy is emitting all types of messages to people. This is why we attract certain experiences. We attract certain people. This is why some people say, it always happens to me. Oh my gosh, it sort of goes on, and everything comes in threes. And why? Why is it me again? That is because of the messages we're giving. So our vibration, our frequency, where we are, we're giving these messages out. And this is what we are bringing into life, these experiences, these people. So what happens is that then when you start healing yourself, right? So whether you go to a therapist, a coach, whatever you do to get out of that place, so to feel good about yourself. So let's just say that you call it confidence. I want to feel confident. I want to have better self-esteem. I want to feel good about myself, to feel happy. I want to stop experiencing these things. I want to stop the bullying, the abuse, whatever you want to call it. So then you embark on that journey. What happens is that now your energy is shifting. Your energy is shifting. The messages that you were giving out are not the same ones now, because you're learning. This is what I do with my clients, of course. This is how I help them. I help them shift those energies, those vibrations, and I help them come to a higher frequency where there is love, where there is compassion, when there is confidence, self-esteem, where there is that freedom, or they are free to be themselves. So that's what I do. As you move from where we are to a higher frequency, you are now emitting a different vibration. So as before, you were open, more open, let's just say then, you were more open to people who would come to bully you. We might not even call that bullying. I know that some people I've worked with, they did not classify that, define what they were living in their family as bullying. Because in their mind, bullying happens at school, happens as you are younger. They don't think about a family member, what they're doing is bullying. But they are. So, whether it's family member, friends, colleagues, what happens is that you carry your energy with you wherever you go. And then you start changing all that. So you start changing that. So now, because you're learning maybe to be more assertive, you're learning different techniques, you're learning to release certain things. So let's just say you work with me. So we go through my program, and wow, you're releasing certain things, you're feeling that freedom, you are happier, you feel good about yourself. At that place, those people who felt that vibration, that your vibration, they no longer feel compatible with that, because you're emitting something different. What happens then is that in many cases, as you ascending into that higher frequency, as you are going into that better place, we can call it a better place, a happier place, a loving place, many people who aligned with who you were, maybe because they could feel better about themselves, because you felt like crap basically, right? And maybe this is the vibration you were giving. I'm not good enough, so it's all right, I'll put up with people abusing me. Even at a low level, it's still abuse, right? So let's face it, that's still, sometimes when we are in that place, we would not say that we've been badly treated by friends, but when you are coming out of that, you think, oh my gosh, I put up with that, I allow that to happen. Now you're not allowing it. So what happens is that as you go to a higher frequency, your belief system, your energy, your vibration, your frequency is not matching theirs anymore. And people are staying behind. You are going up. People are staying at that lower frequency. They're staying behind. And it can feel weird. It can feel alien, because what is wrong? And of course, remember that as you are not putting up with that anymore, there are some people who are not going to be happy. They can't do what they were doing before, so they're not very happy with you. And some of them, they're just going to go. Others, they will fight it. They might call you names. They might just say that you are in cuckoo land, that, you know, what's all this about? You need to understand that as you are healing your life, as you are changing your life, and call it what you want it. Please don't get stuck into words that so many people get stuck there. It doesn't matter. What it means is that you are coming away from that limiting belief system that you had, from that place where you were, into a better, higher place. It is inevitable. You are going to lose people along the way. That is how it is, I'm afraid. That's how it is. And even some people you've loved, they won't be able to follow you to that higher frequency. They can't do that. They're not ready themselves to be there. They cannot hear you. You know, the way you talk now, the way you are much happier, the way you see life, your perspective of life is now changing. They cannot align with that now. They cannot be there with you. And so they might be avoiding you. I'm not saying they completely leave your life, but they're going to not align with that anymore. And I want to give you an example. So I had this wonderful friend. I loved her so much. Her children and my children, they grew up together. We used to, her family and my family, we used to meet a lot. And I used to be, you know, with her, chatting about so many things. She, you know, I really admired her. So we'd been friends for a few years, since I had my first child anyway. Lovely person, really lovely person. I felt that was compatible on so many levels. And then I decided that I was no longer going to live the life I was living, and I decided to get divorced. So I went through all that. She was so supportive. I mean, even before, with all the problems I'd been having, she was so supportive. She's the one who pushed me in some ways, helped me to be assertive, to stand up for what I wanted for myself, to be in that loving place. She was there along the way. Suddenly I got divorced, and probably within 2 years of me getting divorced, I called, so I met up with her, and then I realized there was something there not quite right. It didn't feel quite right. I would phone. Her daughter would pick up the phone. No, Mummy's not here. I'll tell her that you called. Okay, that's fine. She never replied. She never picked up her mobile. So I would call at home. So I would call again a week later. Oh, hi, it's me. Is Mum there? No, she's not here. But I'll tell her you called. I'm sure she forgot. And that went on every week for quite a while. I had to really face the truth. She did not want to be my friend anymore. She told me at one point, right before this started, that her husband was finding it difficult because I was now a single woman, and he didn't like her being with me. Like, I don't know what he thought I was going to do, but that's the excuse she gave me. Was it a lie or was it the truth? I have no idea. But I lost that friend. I was devastated to start with. I felt so sad. And that's not the only friend I lost. When I started changing, I started feeling assertive. I started speaking in a way I'd never spoken before. I started speaking about self-love. I started speaking about that healing place. I started talking to people about how to align with God. And I mean, this friend was very godly, because when I say very godly, she used to go to church. But maybe the way I was speaking now about the universe, about different things, did not align with her religion beliefs. Okay. Whatever it is, what I'm saying, it doesn't matter what the context is. The result is the same. As you are ascending to a higher place, to that higher place of freedom, of love, to the higher place where you are more connected to the universe, you are leaving behind that ego mind belief of limitations, of judgment, of criticism, of gossiping, of fear, of so many things. You are now putting yourself there as a free being, a loving being. I don't know, maybe some people feel threatened by that. I do not know what it is for some people. It's not my job to know that. But what it means is that once you are ascending to that higher frequency, once you become aware, remember that awareness is your key to freedom. When you are becoming aware, those scales are coming off your eyes, as they say in the Bible. But in other spiritual books, they talk about the same thing, how love sets you free. When you are at that place, some people, they cannot cope with your vibration. I had a friend who said to me one day, as I was giving her some help and speaking to her from that place, she said to me, and I quote, "Sorry, I don't do your positive shit." And I thought, well, I don't do your negative one anymore. And we carried on being friends. But I remember one incident where she expected me now to see her as a victim, to be in that place of still criticizing, going along with the judgment, the criticism, and I could no longer be in that place. In my loving place, I showed compassion. I showed something else, but she didn't like it. She didn't like that I was not aligning with her in that narrative, with those words, with that. She did not like it, and that's it. I never heard from her again. You are going to lose people along the way, and you have to be fine with that. Don't be scared, because I tell you, the people you then meet when you are at a higher frequency, people who are there in that loving place with you, it is wonderful. Honestly, it's just like arriving in that heavenly place and seeing all these beautiful beings of light like you, beautiful spirits. That's why I call you beautiful spirits, because those are beautiful spirits. They're light, they're love, they're compassion. They are these, it's powerful. It's not just, these angels. Angels are powerful. They are powerful. They are well above the evil consciousness and that ego mind. So what you need to understand is that don't be angry at them. Don't judge them. Still be loving to them. And if you haven't seen my video on love versus ego and the love part, please go and see that, because it tells you how you operate, how you navigate life from that loving place. You are the essence of love, so of course you are attracted to that love. The problem is that people who are still in that ego place, they are still thinking from that ego mind. They are still thinking from that limiting place. They are still thinking from that mind control place. We have been indoctrinated. We have been controlled. Our minds have been controlled. We have been manipulated in so many ways, not just by the media, by our culture, by our family, by our parents. Yes, they have given us what they have had or what they knew. So, don't be angry at the people who didn't know better. All right? Maya Angelou said, when you know better, do better. Now that is what we need to understand. There is that evil consciousness that they know exactly what they're doing, and they choose to be in that evil place. When we are at a higher place and we can see so clearly, much clearer, we become aware of what is going on, we can separate the ones who are really there because they are choosing that evil consciousness, and those who are being led by ego mind because they have not opened their heart. They still believe those limitations, right? And so when you look at them, don't judge them because they don't see the freedom of where you are. They don't understand it. They haven't opened their heart. And it's not, you see, that is the problem, is that they are still in that ego place where it's that intellectual. I have to reason with everything. If I don't see that, don't believe it. I believe this because it's been told to me by the mainstream narrative. So therefore it must be true. If you look on the internet, we know the internet can be filled with so many lies. And yet people will say, oh, don't trust that person because this, that, the other. Go within. Go within. But these people, they don't know how to go within yet. They have everything they need. They are capable of that because we are the essence of love, that powerful essence of love in a physical body. We are all powerful. Nobody is there less than you or more than you. We are all powerful. But some of us have been already going to that higher frequency for a long time. Some people are now going more and more this year, because this year It's that time where people, they had to face so many of those mind controlling information, and they had to question it, and they went within to question it. Within, it means you align with the universe, and that's how they've gone higher, to a higher frequency. Others, they're still not there, but let's not have a battle with them. Let's not have a fight. The war is not with them. So if you are still now losing friends along the way, it's fine. It's not your purpose to make sure that you, like, I wouldn't say bully them into becoming aware, but to like bang, bang. You know, I remember Abraham Hicks saying in one of the videos, you can be the best teacher in the world, like us. And people will still not be at your frequency, and they won't hear your words. They can hear words, but it doesn't resonate with them. That's how it is. I'm a teacher. I teach as a life coach. I teach people some of these principles of the laws of relationships. I teach many things. I'm a teacher in a classroom. I can teach, and if the person in front of me is like, what? They're not on that wavelength, no matter how many times I say it, it does not get through that wall. I cannot then be angry at them. Yes, I know at the moment a lot of people are angry because it's almost like we need those people to get everybody to that higher frequency to fight the evil consciousness that is going on. But believe me, it does say, not just in the Bible, but in other spiritual texts, that one who comes in my name, and that is love, okay? That is love. One who comes in the name of love is more powerful than 10,000 who do not. So believe me, the power of love is more powerful. So the more of us who ascend to the higher frequency, the more people will understand, will see that, and hopefully will align with that. But otherwise, don't worry about it. You know, it will be their time. When it's their time, they will get there with you. So I'm just making sure that I've said, you know, some of the things that I wanted to say. But this is in response to what some people have said to me. I feel so sad that these people no longer want to know me. I feel heartbroken. I feel that I'm the bad one. I'm the weird one. Of course, they're going to say these things to you because they can't get there. I had such a wonderful friend, another friend, the same. The minute I said that I will no longer allow some things to be going on, she shut the door. She shut the door, and she just doesn't want to meet me at a higher place. And that's fine. You see, the thing is, when you are at that higher place, you cannot come down again because you already are aware, because your heart has been open, and you can, oh my gosh, it's like, but I've seen the light now. You know, I am there. So even if you go back to a lower frequency to be with these people, but you feel that it's uncomfortable, and you cannot pretend, you cannot then be there forever. You can't stay there, so you come back anyway. And those people, they don't like it because they then have to get to your place, because they can't drag you to the lower frequency anymore, and they can't get there. They have to go through a process, and they're not ready to become aware, or they have not found this awareness yet. So to them, you are alien. Yes, to them you are weird. To them, you are no longer a nice person. It's almost like you don't accept. They will say that, don't accept me anymore for who I am. How dare you? And it's not that. It's just that you are no longer at the lower frequency. So please do not see yourself as the bad one. You know, don't feel that you have done something bad, that, you know, you are, because you wanted to bring that change, you wanted to get that freedom, that you have to put up with people bullying you. And some people will do that. They will do that. I've seen that in my own clients. My own clients now, who some people, I've called them names. They've accused them of not being a nice person anymore. And that's because they cannot reach you anymore. They cannot manipulate you anymore. So be at peace with that. Be at peace where you are. You are in a wonderful place. And you are there for a purpose, right? You are at a higher frequency, because we need more and more of us at the higher frequency. And the more of us who are there, the more we'll bring with us eventually. And they will, honestly, they will thank you then. Because I've had that. People have said, oh my gosh, you know, it's looking at your life, it's understanding then how, or not understanding, it is just from afar, maybe looking at what you've been doing, that I've wanted that peace, I've wanted that love, and they've joined me here, and they've thanked me for it at the end. And the people I've lost, it's okay. Maybe one day I will find them again there. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. And that's happened. A couple of friends who have come back later, and it's wonderful. So that's all for today. And what I want to say is that you are doing great. You are a magnificent being. You are the essence of love in a physical body. We need you to carry on with that love. Carry on being that love that you are. And don't be distracted by other people trying to pull you back into the lower frequency. You are love, and you are here to live in joy and that love, no matter what is going on right now. You are here as a powerful creator. So create that loving energy around you. Carry on, because you will attract more and more people in that energy of love that you are. So you are not alone. You are not alone. Many of us are here, and we are finding each other all the time. So please share this video, like it if you found it, that it's resonated with you. And leave some comments, some questions, get in touch, go to my website. You've got all the links here below, and be part of the community. I would love to hear more about you. So that's it for today. And wherever you are, I'm sending you lots and lots of love. And remember, you are a powerful creator. You are the extension of God in this physical body, this earth plane. We are all here together in oneness. So that's it for today. I really love you, and you know, you are here to be part of this for a reason, and you are here as love. So have a wonderful day, and I can't wait to be with you in the next video. Until then, lots of love.